Have you ever wondered why we behave the way we do? Is it instinct, choice, or something we've learned from the world around us? For decades, psychologists have explored these questions, uncovering fascinating insights about how we learn and what shapes our actions. Today, we'll dive into the world of behaviorism, conditioning, and social theory, where science meets human behavior. From Pavlov's discovery of classical conditioning to Skinner's operant conditioning and Bandura's revolutionary social learning theory, these ideas have shaped our understanding of learning, behavior, and the powerful role of observation. Get ready to explore the science behind the actions we take every day, often without even realizing it. Behaviorism is a school of thought in psychology that focuses solely on observable behavior, rejecting the study of the mind. Instead of delving into thoughts and feelings, behaviorists believe that understanding actions is key to understanding psychology. They aim to find laws of learning that could predict and control behavior through scientific study. One key figure in behaviorism is Ivan Pavlov, a Russian scientist who originally studied digestion in dogs. During his experiments, Pavlov noticed something odd. His dogs started salivating before they even saw or tasted food. They associated the sound of footsteps with food, which seemed unusual to Pavlov. This association between unrelated things, footsteps and food, caught his attention. Pavlov then began a series of experiments on what he called classical conditioning. He rang a bell before giving food to his dogs, and after repeating this process many times, he found that the dogs started salivating just at the sound of the bell, even without food present. The bell, which initially meant nothing to the dogs, became a trigger for their salivation, a conditioned stimulus. Their reaction of salivating to the bell became a conditioned response, meaning they had learned it through association. What's interesting is that whether the dogs salivated to the bell, a learned response, or to actual food, a natural response, the behavior was the same. The only difference was what caused the salivation. One was natural, unconditioned, and the other was learned, conditioned. Another key figure in psychology, B.F. Skinner, introduced the idea of operant conditioning. He suggested that reinforcing positive behavior is more effective than criticizing or punishing negative behavior. Reinforcement, which motivates behavior, can be anything an organism desires. There are two types of reinforcers: intrinsic, which are natural rewards like food, and extrinsic, which have indirect value, like money. Positive reinforcement involves adding something desirable to encourage behavior, like giving a child a cookie for cleaning their room. Negative reinforcement removes something unpleasant to encourage behavior, like turning off a loud alarm clock to stop the noise. Punishment, on the other hand, tries to stop behavior by adding something unpleasant after an action. However, it's often less effective than reinforcement because it doesn't highlight desired behavior and can lead to suppressed behavior. Albert Bandura expanded on these ideas with social learning theory, suggesting that we learn many behaviors by observing others, not just through conditioning. He emphasized that people both influence and are influenced by their environment. Bandura's famous Bobo doll experiment showed how children imitate aggressive behavior they see, even without reinforcement. With today's extensive media exposure, especially through screens, children are exposed to various influences, including violence and unhealthy food advertising, prompting ongoing research and policy debates. As we've seen, the journey of behaviorism, conditioning, and social theory has provided profound insights into how we learn, adapt, and interact with the world. From Pavlov's pioneering discoveries to Bandura's exploration of social influence, these theories reveal that behavior is shaped not just by what we do but by what we observe and experience. Understanding these principles helps us improve education, parenting, therapy, and even our daily interactions, making behaviorism more relevant than ever.